Good morning, futures traders. Today is Friday, October 7th at 9:40. Welcome to the Funded Trader. We are going to trade the open about 10 minutes after the open this morning using the 25 5 bars and Ripper X Reloaded. For those of you new to the channel, Ripper X Reloaded is an automated bot created by TruTrade to trade the futures markets. We are trading the Nasdaq or the NQ this morning. So bot is on and engaged. So let's see where we enter. So it looks like we have our support somewhere around here. Resistance was somewhere around here. We look back a little bit to the left. It looks like we are in a channel at this point. The purple line is flat, signifying it's basically not in a downward trend, or it's not in a strong downward trend. We're in between the lines at this point. So I will wait to engage the bot here. I'm going to keep it off for now until it figures out a direction. You can see we're in a pretty tight channel. Okay, we're below the lines. If we stay there, I will engage it. And if the background turns purple and we stay below the lines, I will engage the bot. Maybe trying to hit this support area here. I shoot for anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000 a day. Most days, if you're careful and when you engage the bot, you can do pretty well. Ripper X does particularly well in choppy zones. I mean, I wouldn't keep it here, but you know, just be cautious when you hit those spots and keep it off. So it looks like it's going to this level here. We are below the lines, purple background. I will engage it now and see if we can get past this. Ideally, if it goes through, I'd like to see it retrace a little bit before it continues downward. So we'll watch price action, see what this does. Okay, we are on our first trade. Let's see if we get our runner here. And we have our runner. So again, what I did was waited for the background to turn purple and price to be below both the white and the purple lines. Okay, we just hit our break even. So we'll continue to keep the bot engaged because we're still in the same condition. Again, these bigger wicks here signify the sellers, right? So you notice wick, downturn, wick, downturn. We had a wick here, probably stop hunting, got us, and then continued downward. So I tend to like to look for the wicks, bigger wicks. This was kind of a medium wick, but it still signified a downtrend. All right, so that was our first trade in the downtrend. I like to trade up to 3, maybe sometimes 4, depending on how the momentum's looking. Set this back to automatic so we can follow the trend. Looks like we have pretty strong downward momentum going on right here. My advice when trading is trade multiple non-correlating instruments. So Nasdaq, gold, crude. Ripper X does really well with that, trading a portfolio. You can have it on 3 charts. It'll go against the same account balance. You don't need sub-accounts. And the benefit is you're spreading your risk. So if for example, gold is doing really well and the Nasdaq is not, they'll offset each other, and you look at your account balance and it can still be green, right? And at the end of the day, it's about the profit. So Nasdaq could be a loser and gold can make up for it, or crude can make up for it, and they help each other. So it spreads your risk, keeps your losses to a minimum, and allows you to still have a profit. So my advice is you look at multiple instruments when you're trading. And like I said, Ripper X Reloaded is one of those bots that TruTrade sells that will allow you to trade these portfolio of instruments, multiple instruments. You could trade up to 6. I've traded 6 at a time. Okay, let's see here how we're doing with the price, making a little uptick. Okay, we have another entry short. And we have our runner. I do have the entries tightened up a little bit. I don't have my first target at 25 ticks, and again we hit our break even, and I don't have my stop loss set at, I believe I set it at 50 in this case. So they're a little tighter than normal, only because of the volatility in the market. Again, we had some stop hunting. That's the second time they did that. But the benefit of the software is, as soon as you hit your first target, it takes you to break even and you save your trade. So we were profitable on our first trade and we broke even on the second. Nothing wrong with that. Keeps you trading to live another day. Now you can set your break even to be minus ticks. I have mine set to be, I think, +1. If I have it set to -1, it'll be 1 tick less than break even, so I would lose a little bit on the trade, but I've done that before, and sometimes that helps avoid these stop hunters. So again, we'll still keep the bot engaged. Try to get to at least the $3,000 to $4,000 mark today. Again, we had another big wick there. Sellers were overtaking the buyers. They tried to get to that level with the 3 bars. So let's see here and get our third trade of this trend and see how we do on it. If we get a runner, this might be the last trade in this direction. All right, we got our runner for this trade, and it stopped us out again at break even. I think that's because I had my my break even in a positive territory, just to keep a little bit on the trade. If I had it at -1 or -2 ticks, I might have still been in this trade. which is fine. Again, we're still in profit. But again, if you're new to TruTrade and you're new to Ripper X Reloaded or AutoRipper, excuse me, AutoRipper or PowerRipper or any of the bots that they sell, my advice is you simulate. You test different settings. You you look at how you want your break even, your stop and profit targets, and you just trade. I mean, I simulated for almost 3 months before I started trading with Apex accounts and real money. It only benefits you longer term, right? Practice, practice, practice. There are several days where I'll trade in the morning or trade the cash close, and in between I'm practicing. I'm just in simulation. I'm back testing. I'm doing simulating. I'm playing with different settings, right? Trading is not static. Right? That's why I change my bar sizes daily. I look to see which bar sizes have the best swings. I look to see what the best targets are for that day, for that given market, for that price action for that day. I knew it was going to be volatile today. I tightened my stops and targets up, right? I went to a larger bar size, right? Again, not every day is going to be the same. You need to be flexible and fluid in your trading. Make it a part of your routine. I have a lot of things that I do before I even turn the bot on that I've done in the background. Again, testing your bar size is one of them, right? Looking for support, resistance, right? Looking to the left, right? Seeing where you have areas that it might have touched before. 1, 2, 3, 4 times, right? Most importantly, check the news. Make sure there's not going to be any announcements or news during your trading, right? This morning at 8:30. Good example. First Friday of the month, jobs reports, right? Not a place I like to trade. A lot of volatility, a lot of whipsawing. You can lose a lot of money trading there. That's why I traded gold. Gold is goes a little more smoothly in those areas. All right, it still looks like we have a pretty good downward momentum, so I'm going to keep the bot on and see what the price does. It's been in this downtrend for 1, 2, 3, 4 times, but it's still pretty steep. We're still making a series of lower lows and lower highs, but let's see. All right, price does what it's going to do. It's a little bit higher than I wanted to see, but I mean, just little things, right here, it touched this area twice before it came back down. All right, so now it looks like, appears to be using it as a point of resistance. Again, we had a big wick there. It hit that earlier support level, and now it used it as resistance. So this should be, I won't jinx it, but this should be a good trade because of that. So we'll see. Hopefully I didn't speak too soon. We'll tighten up a little bit. All right, we got our runner. Okay. That was because I tightened it up, and I'm okay with that. It's doing some back and forth movements on the bars. Let's see what we did for the day. I'm going to probably call it here, even though I probably didn't reach my target. This might be around 2,900, 3,500. I was wrong. I'll take that. Not bad. So 3,500 in about 12 minutes. Nice downward trend. I appreciate all you viewers. If you're new here, please like and subscribe. I do provide content daily. I do show my morning trading sessions every day. I don't trade long. I trade for a few minutes, 20 minutes tops, depends on the day. Sometimes I'll trade the close as well. And like I said, I practice throughout the day. I will be on vacation next week, so you might not hear my voice, but I will capture some of my trades and document them for you so you can see. My goal is to also put up some video around multiple instruments and trading those, so that look for that coming soon. And I hope everybody has a great weekend and you have a profitable day, and enjoy the rest of your day.